Now, a KXAN News investigation.
After seeing your report, I'm most frustrated and sad and angry is we have known instinctively what's going on.
When KXAN first broke the story in February of a cost-cutting plan at the city's 911 call center that stretched hold times for some callers, well, public safety commissioners were outraged.
During the October flood, we've learned the plan was still in place as the call center backed up, leaving people on hold for minutes at a time. Commissioners tell us they fully expected the revelations about the 911 backups to be included in the city's new flood after action report.
The omissions appear glaring. We've been asking for months now for confirmation of the 911 issues. Here's KXAN investigator Robert Maxwell with proof.
We first reported the call center backup issue in February. During the flood in October, we found out more than 1,000 callers at some point were left on hold. The city's police chief of staff told us more information would be forthcoming in the flood report, the after action report. When it came out Friday, we saw no sign of that in the main report, nor in APD's own internal flood report. As long ago as last November, KXAN repeatedly asked police, fire, and city manager bosses why hold times were so long, along with other apparent weaknesses in the flood response. It soon became clear the city's top public safety official, Deputy City Manager Mike McDonald, would be controlling the citywide message, and that was reflected in emails from senior police and fire department communications staff responding to our requests. After the flood, we heard things like, we're still in recovery mode, we're still working on our lessons learned, and Chief McDonald's moratorium on discussing this item is still in effect. That was in March. All city department spokespeople assured us senior staff would sit down with KXAN once the final after-action report was released, so we resumed our request for interviews. We now want to learn more if there are new plans to handle spikes in call volumes during a disaster like a flood. We'll keep asking until we get some good answers. Robert Maxwell, KXAN Investigates.
Digging deeper, the internal Austin Police Review shows the first calls about rising water came in around 4:49 in the morning back on Halloween, October 31st. At 7:20 a.m., Austin Police responded to a call that a woman was in the water. She disappeared in the 7200 block of South Pleasant Valley Road. There's no mention of who she was nor what happened to her. The report says some APD officers were in danger because the emergency light beacons on their life jackets were broken. It also says the department's new helicopter was not equipped for air rescues. The final report shows APD is repairing those life jackets and buying a rescue basket. You can read that report and other department reports online with Robert's investigation at KXAN.com.